जितना जानता हूँ उतना ही कोई उनका चरणों में पुष्पांजलि चढ़ाया उनका आविर्भाव तिथि में। इसका बाद जो चल रहा था वहाँ ही चलेगा। नित्यानंदेर आज्ञा लिया। नित्यानंद को आज्ञा कहाँ दिया? यही नवद्वीप में। नित्यानंद प्रभु जीव गोस्वामी का यही नवद्वीप धाम परिक्रमा कराया साथ में रहकर। बाद में उनका आज्ञा लेकर आनंद के साथ वृंदावन पहुंचा। जैसे ही आज्ञा किया था वो आज्ञा का फल भी ऐसा ही मिला। सर्वशास्त्रे विचक्कर नहीं कह कहार सम बहु ग्रंथ वर्णन करेगा। सर्वशास्त्र में विचक्षण एक्सपर्ट उनका बराबर कोई है ही नहीं को कहार सम बहु ग्रंथ वर्णन करेगा। बहु ग्रंथ वर्णन किया। क्या ग्रंथ उनका?
गदाधर प्रभु এখানে বসেছি।
जैसा इनका बराबर कोई विचक्षण नहीं है। बहु ग्रंथ वर्णन किया। बहु ग्रंथ बोले तो षट संदर्भ भागवत का बृहत वैष्णव तो सुनी, लघु वैष्णव तो सुनी, बृहत वैष्णव एक सनातन गोस्वामी और किया। हरि नामामृत तो व्याकरण
गोपाल चंपू।
हाँ
गोपाल चंपू।
हाँ गोपाल चंपू। चंपू किसको बोलता है? जिनमें गद्य पद्य दोनों मिला कर। और क्या वर्णन किया? रूप गोस्वामी का भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु का टीका। ऐसा बहु ग्रंथ असंख्य ग्रंथ। सबको सिद्धांत करके रखा। सनातने दया जतो ताहा कहिब कत श्रीजीवेर वैराग्य देखी। सनातने दया जतो सनातन गोस्वामी उनका प्रति जो दया किया उनका बारे में कितना कहो। किस लिए कृपा किया? श्री का वैराग्य देखिया। वैराग्य मतलब ये श्रेष्ठ शुष्क वैराग्य नहीं। परम पुरुष में विशिष्ट परम पुरुष में जो अनुराग उनका बोलते हैं विराग। और उनका भाव से होता है वैराग्य। और बाहर में भी वैराग्य वृंदावने सबे सुखी देखिया जुड़ाए आखी श्रीजीव गोसाई चरित्र सुखी। वृंदावने सबे सुखी, वृंदावन में जो था वैष्णव ये सभी सुखी हुआ। क्या किसने सुखी हुआ? देखिया जुड़ाए आंखें, उनका दर्शन से आंखें शीतल हो जाता है। जीव गोसाई चरित्र सुधीर, जीव गोस्वामी का चरित्र कैसा है ना? सुधीर। धीर कौन होता है? निश्चल, धीर का कोई इधर उधर जाने वाला नहीं। जे रूपे भजन करे ताके कहिते पारे सदा प्रेमे पुलक सरी। जैसे भजन करते हैं कौन उनका वर्णन कर सकता है? हर भगत सदा प्रेम से पुलक सरी। प्रेम की किससे होता है? प्रेम किसको बोलता है? प्रेम होता है पहले आगे होगा संशय आदि चला जाएगा, अव्यर्थ काल होगा, आदो श्रद्धा तथा साधु संग तो अनर्थ निवृत्ति। ऐसा होने के बाद
शांति अव्यर्थ काल, विरक्ति मान शून्यता,
उससे होता है भाव। और भाव का बाद होता है प्रेम। भक्ति, भक्ति होने से भक्ति का 3 स्टेज, साधन, भाव, प्रेम। साधन भक्ति होता है क्लेशोग्नि शुभदा, इसमें क्लेश रहता नहीं, शुभ देता है, मंगल देता है। और भाव भक्ति में क्या होगा? मोक्ष लघुचाकरी सुदुर्लभ, मुक्ति को छोटा देखेगा। और ये भी समझ में आएगा भक्ति आसान नहीं है। आंखों में पानी लाना, कंप दिखाना, ये भक्ति नहीं है। ये सुदुर्लभ। किसलिए सुदुर्लभ? ज्ञानो तो सुलभ मुक्ति, ज्ञान से मुक्ति सुलभ। भक्ति यज्ञादि पुण्यतई, यज्ञादि पुण्य कर्म करे तो क्या होता है? मुक्ति मिलता है। एक ऐसा है ना, 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ करो इंद्रत्व मिलेगा, स्वर्ग का राजा होके एक भोग मिलेगा। और यदि 100 जन्म संन्यास धर्म पालन करो, कर्म संन्यास, तो ब्रह्मा बनोगी। तो इसीलिए भक्ति ऐसा फल मिल जाता है। यज्ञादि पुण्य ऐसा करने से भक्ति मिल जाता है। लेकिन श्रेयो साधनो सहस्रे, हजारों श्रेय साधन करने से भी हरि भक्ति सुदुर्लभ, दुर्लभ नहीं, सुदुर्लभ, अत्यंत दुर्लभ। जे रूपे भजन करे ताहा के कहिते पारी सदा प्रेमे पूरक शरीर। जैसे भजन करते हैं कौन कह सकता है? हर वक्त शरीर पुलक में, आनंद में, सरोवर हो। ब्रजपुरे यही मते रहे उल्लास के बुझिबे कहार आश्रय। ब्रजभूमि में इसी माफिक उन्होंने रहते हैं आनंद के साथ, उल्लास चित्त में उनका जो आशय, उनका जो भाव, अंतर का जो क्रिया, ये कौन समझेगा? दुगोसाईर अदर्शने जे बिरह भेद मने ताहा कहिबार योग्य न। दुगोसाईर अदर्शने, दुगोसाई माने रूप सनातन, उसमें जे विरह अनुभव किया, विरह और शोक बाहर में देखने में एक जैसा होने से भी एक होता नहीं। जो शोक होता है वो कुछ दिन बाद चला जाता है, और जिनका विरह होता है ये जाएगा नहीं। किसलिए? ये है विशेष रूप से रहो, विरह। तो विशेष रूप से जो अनुरक्त होगा उनका ये सब किसी का तो इसलिए जब वो क्या होता है, लड़का मर गया, उसके लिए बहुत शोक, खाना पीना सब छोड़ दिया, इतना विरह दुख हुआ। लेकिन होने से क्या होगा? जब दूसरी संतान पैदा होगा तो उनमें आसक्त हो जाएगा, तब इनका बात खो जाता है। यह है शोक का नियम। और ये है जो विरह है, शोचक जो है, ये कभी जाता नहीं, दिन प्रतिदिन बढ़ता है। इसलिए नहीं बोला। तो इनका जो बात हुआ वो दोनों गोसाई का विरह में तब एक कहने का योग्य नहीं है। मतलब कह पर इसको समझाया जाएगा। धरणीते लुटाइया कंदो ये आकुल हुआ, फुटकार करे अनुख, मिट्टी में लोट-पोट करते हैं। किस लिए? रोते हैं, आकुल होकर रोते, और हर वक्त फुटकार करते। ये अनवर्त अनुखंड खंड खंड में क्या करते हैं? कहाँ रूप गोस्वामी, कहाँ सनातन गोस्वामी, ऐसा नाम लेके जो पुकारता है, ये है पुचकार करना। हा चैतन्य मोर प्राण, ठीक देखता हूँ तो अच्छा। हा चैतन्य मोर प्राण, प्रभु नित्यानंद राम, कुथा प्रभु रूप सनातन। किसको बोलता है? हा चैतन्य, ये मेरा प्राण है। प्राण ना रहने से जैसे दुख होता है, तो इसमें भी ये हमारा प्राण है। और नित्यानंद क्या है? नित्यानंद राम ये भी कहाँ है? कहाँ रूप सनातन है। धारा बहे दुनयनी, ना चढ़े कारो पाने, चित्ते उती वो स्थिर हुईगा। दो नयन में पानी बहने लगा, जैसे नदी का धारा बहती, आंखों से पानी भी बहती। चित्ते होती स्थिर होगा। वो विरह में क्या बोलते हैं, कब ऐसा होगा, कब ऐसा होगा। इसलिए भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर विरह जो गीति है कबे হবে বলো সেদিন আমার, কবে নিত্যানন্দ মনে করি যায়, কবে ব্রজবনে। রাত্রে প্রভু রূপ আসি, স্বপ্ন দিল কাছে বসি, तबे किसी दुख संभोरिता। रात्रि में स्वप्नों में रूप गोस्वामी आ गया और उनका कुछ उपदेश किया। इससे उपदेश से ही कुछ धैर्य धारण। नरोत्तम तारपरे আসিয়া মিলিল তারে, জীব সঙ্গে সদাই দুজন। कुछ दिन बाद नरोत्तम आके हाजिर।
एकटा छूटे गेছে,
इतना ही देखा है।
एकटा छूटे गेছে महाराज।
हैं?
সেই দিন শ্রীনিবাস আইলো শ্রীজীব পাশ, তারে দেখি হর্ষ হইলা মন।
तो सही दिन श्रीनिवास आइल श्री जीव पास, तारे देखी हईल हर्षमान। श्रीनिवास আসলো, জয়সে বিরহ হচ্ছে, তাকে দেখে মন আনন্দ হলো। নরোত্তম তারপরে নরোত্তম আসিয়া মিলিল তারে, জীব সঙ্গে সদাই দুজন। দুজন মানে শ্রীনিবাস নরোত্তম। প্রেমের স্বরূপ দোহে দেখিয়া আনন্দে রহে, ভক্তি গ্রন্থ পঠায় সদায়। এই দুনো को ভক্তি গ্রন্থ পাঠ করায়। রাধা কৃষ্ণ লীলা যত, সেই রসে মহামত্ত, আর কিছু মনে নাহি ভাই। राधा कृष्णा का जो लीला, उसी समय दिन रात मस्त रहते और कुछ भी आता नहीं। राधा कृष्ण को लीला ही आता है। सदा गोविंद देवी सेवा परिपाटी जाने के बाद जो सहन पीड़ित नहीं सुना। राधा गोविंद को जो सेवा, ताकि परिपेट्य क्या होता है? परिपेट्य होता है कब क्या भोग लगता है, किस तरीके का ये होता है, ऐसा। जैसा पीड़ित नहीं सीमा, उनका प्रति का कोई सीमा नहीं। यदि है क्षण, यदि है लक्ष्य मुख, तथापि ना है सुख कि कोई वो जीवेर महिमा। यदि लाख मुख हो जाए तब भी क्या होता है, जीव गोस्वामी का महिमा करने से सुख चाहिए। एक जीवानी जैसे बोला तुंडे तंडवनी रते विचलते तुंडावली के करने से भी उसका सुख। पतित अधम जने करी कृपा निज गुणे, যত্নে प्रेम भक्ति करी दान। जो सब पतित अधम, पतित क्या होता है? पतित और अधम। पतित तो कौन है? जो कृष्ण सेवा छोड़कर दूसरी में मस्त होता, वही होता है पतित। अधम कौन है? जिनका मुख से कृष्ण नाम नहीं आता है, उनको भी अपना गुण से कृपा करते हैं। और যত্ন का साथ প্রেম ভক্তি দান করতে আর কি কহিব গুণ শুনিয়া পাষণ্ডগণ অনায়াসে पाए परित्राण। उनका गुण का बारे में और क्या कहो। सुनिया पाषण्डगण, पाषण्ड किसको बोलता है? जो भगवान को मानते हैं भक्तों को नहीं मानता है, ये होता है भंड। और जो भगवान और भक्त दोनों को ही नहीं मानता है, ये होता है पाखंडी। पाखंडी को भी उद्धार होता है, लेकिन भंड का होता नहीं। तो इसमें भी जो पाषंड ये भी उनाश में पाषंड से छुटकारा लेकर अपना परित्राण प्राप्त कर देते। ऐसा असाधारण गुण जीव गोस्वामी का।
হয়ে গেল মহারাজ, একটা লাইন আর আছে বাস,
अच्छा,
সমাপ্তি হচ্ছে। এটা লাস্ট, নর হরিদাসে কয়।
ठीक है। नरहरि दासे पय तलाव हे महाशय पड़ियाछि भवसिंधु माझी। नरहरि दासे कय, नरहरि दास कौन है? नरहरि सरकार ठाकुर। तलाव हे महाशय, हे महाशय मुझे त्राण करो, त्राण कर लो। पड़ियाछि भवसिंधु माझी, मैं भवसागर में पड़ा हुआ हूँ। ये पामरे कोरी दया देह मोरे पद छाया, तबे से दयालु नाम साजे। यदि इस पामर को आप दया करोगे और मुझको आपका चरण का छाया प्रदान कीजिए, तभी आपका जो दयालु नाम ये वास्तव सार्थक होगा, साजे सार्थक होगा।
Srila Maharaj mentioned that today is also a very special day, the appearance day of my Shiksha Guru Pad Padma, Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj, disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that Srila Prabhupada, he was very fortunate that he was been sent many commanders by Sriman Mahaprabhu himself to help him in preaching his mission everywhere. And Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj, he was also one of those commanders, very powerful commander. He was having such a physique, such a body, that as soon as he used to come on the stage, everybody was astonished to see his figure itself. He was having such a form. And if he raises his hand and just chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there was nobody who can take his eyes away from him. Everybody was charmed. Everybody was like attracted like iron to the magnet. In this way, he was having such a power. He has translated many kirtans which was written by our previous acharyas. Like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he wrote many things in Sanskrit. So Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj, he translated the same kirtans by keeping the same mood into Bengali kirtan form. Srila Maharaj mentioned that how he came in contact with Srila Prabhupada. He was having a job in Kolkata, and he used to come practically every day to hear Prabhupada's Harikatha. At that time he was very young. Srila Prabhupada, he used to stay in those days in Ulta Danga Junction Road, where he rented a place, and that was the first place for Gaudiya Math. He gave the name Sri Bhakti Vinod Asan and started staying there. As a very young boy, Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to come for many days. Srila Prabhupada, he did not saw him for some days. He was not coming for hearing Katha. And then Srila Prabhupada inquired from 2 or 3 devotees who were sitting with him that this boy used to come every day to hear Harikatha, but now from some days I don't see him. And that was the time when Srila Prabhupada is asking this to some of his devotees. At the same time, because that Bhakti Vinod Asan was established on first floor, so Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj, as a young boy, he was climbing on the stairs at that time. And he was hearing that Prabhupada is asking about him. And then Srila Prabhupada, he heard from his sevak that, oh, he is a young person, that's why he wants to get married, and for that purpose is not coming for some days. He is just with his family members. By hearing this, Srila Prabhupada immediately started saying with tears in his eyes that, oh, there was nobody who can escape him from this danger. Nobody was there who asked him that don't go for it, you will waste your time so much. While he was saying this, and he said, oh, there is nobody who can bring him back. And then Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj from the stairs, he said, oh Srila Prabhupada, I have come. And then Srila Prabhupada looked at him and he said, oh really, you have come? And he said, yes, I have come. And in this way Srila Prabhupada confirmed 3 times from him that you have really come? And he said, yes, I have come. And since that time he never left and stayed with Srila Prabhupada. In this way Srila Maharaj mentioned that the time when he came, since that time he gave up all kind of attachments for anything of this material world and served completely the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and followed his order. One day Srila Prabhupada saw that there were like rain started coming, and as a brahmachari, Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj, he saw that rain water is coming. In those days they were paying money, lot of money for using water. So as soon as he saw that rain is coming, he took the pots which were supposed to clean. He took the pot immediately outside and started washing by himself. So by seeing this, Srila Prabhupada greatly impressed. And then after that he called him and he said that I have to give you sannyas. Person like you who always think about the service of the Lord, always think that how to save each and every penny for the service of Lord, they are really qualified to go and march toward more and more, taking like more responsibilities on their head, so that they can teach others also through their conduct. So this particular incident became the cause of Srila Prabhupada's mercy toward him, and he awarded him sannyas. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned he was having a very special quality. And what was that? That prior to speaking Harikatha, if Srila Prabhupada or anybody else mentions to him that today you have to speak such a katha, that everybody can start laughing more and more and more. And even if he comes to know before 1 minute, he will start speaking katha in such a way that everybody will laugh, laugh and laugh. Or if somebody orders him that today you have to speak katha in such a way that everybody should cry, and then in 1 minute he will start speaking katha in such a way that everybody will cry definitely. So Srila Maharaj mentioned this was a very special quality was there within him, that if in whatever way he was being ordered, he would do that. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that how during Srila Prabhupada's time, every day there were different devotees who used to speak Harikatha, and their name was displayed on the blackboard, that today who will speak Harikatha, without any notice. It will be decided by Srila Prabhupada, and the name will come on the board, and that person has to just come and start speaking Harikatha. This was the kind of training during Srila Prabhupada's time. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that I don't know so many things about him, or don't remember at this time about many things about him, but with these words I offer my Pushpanjali at his lotus feet on his appearance day. And then Srila Maharaj started speaking on Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, which we were hearing. Yesterday at the end, we heard that how Srila Jiva Goswami, Shri Jiver Guru Bhakti, Kahi Te Nahik Shakti. This kirtan is not written by Radha Vallabh Das. From 2 days I was mistakenly quoting his name, but this kirtan is written by Shri Nar Hari Das, Nar Hari Sarkar. Srila Maharaj mentioned his name appeared at the end of this kirtan. So just by mistake I was mentioning Radha Vallabh Das, but in reality this kirtan is written by Srila Nar Hari Sarkar. So Srila Nar Hari Sarkar, he is mentioning Shri Jiver Guru Bhakti, the kind of Guru Bhakti Srila Jiva Goswami Pad was having, the way he has engaged all his senses for the service of Lord, for the service of his Guru Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. Kahi Te Nahik Shakti. I cannot express it into words. I don't have that power that I can really make others understand that what kind of real bhakti manifested in his heart for his Guru. Anukshan Karaye Sevan. He always used to serve the lotus feet of his Guru. Gosai Je Agya Kare. Whatever order used to come from Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Taha Yatne Dhare Shire. Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, with great sincerity, really with cool head, thinking that what my Gurudev is saying, how I can really follow it. If any doubt, any query comes in the mind, he used to again consult him and clarify and follow. Anyena Janai Jar Man. In his mind, he did not give space to anything else except the words of his Guru. He just kept only those things in his mind. Nityanandir Agya Laya, Jaiche Aila Sukhi Haya, Taiche Gosai Agya Fal Paila. Nityanandir Agya Laya. Srila Jiva Goswami Pad came to Braj by Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, he asked permission from Srila Nityanand Prabhu in Sri Navadvip Dham that please give me this permission that I can go to Braj. So on his order, by his permission, he came to Braj. The way he was so much pleased by getting this permission, Taiche Gosai Agya Phal Paila. Srila Nityanand Prabhu, he gave his words that, oh, this Vrindavan Dham is being given to you as well as your family members by Sriman Mahaprabhu. These words manifested on the tongue of Srila Nityanand Prabhu. So now Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, when he came to Braj, in reality he felt, yes, this is the place which is Prabhu Datta Sthan. This is the place which is given by Sriman Mahaprabhu to Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, my Guru Pad Padma. So this is also my place. So the words of Sri Nityanand Prabhu completely manifested in his heart also by residing under the guidance of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. सर्व शास्त्रे विचक्षण नाहिक तहार सम बहु ग्रंथ वर्णन करिला. सर्व शास्त्रे विचक्षण, because he was learning everything under the proper guidance of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad. By the result, what happened? That he himself also become expert in knowing the real deep truths, purpose of the Shastras. He was able to completely enter into it and relish. Nahik tahar sam, the way he received the mercy of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, the way he was able to understand his heart, the way he was able to, by his mercy, able to enter into all those details. Even Srila Rupa Goswami Pad just wrote it, and he was the one by whose mercy he found all the evidences from the Shastras and proved that whatever Srila Rupa Goswami Pad has written, it is coming from the scriptures, supported by the scriptures. In this way, he proved everything. Bahu Granth Varnan Karila. And he himself also, to establish the truths further, more clearly, more solidly, what he did, he himself also, even though he served Srila Rupa Goswami Pad in writing many books, but he independently also, by following the footsteps of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he himself also wrote many scriptures. Srila Maharaj mentioned few of them: Sri Hari Namamrita Vyakranam, Shad Sandarbh. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned Brihad Vaishnava Toshani. By Sanatana Goswami, he wrote Laghu Vaishnava Toshani, and then Gopal Champu. All these scriptures were written by him. Srila Maharaj sometime mentions in detail that Hari Namamrita Vyakranam was manifested in his heart. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever he taught to the students in Navadvip Dham, that each and every word, the root word is Krishna. The teachings what he was giving while he was a teacher, he was Nimai Pandit. He was teaching to the students. Whatever teachings he gave to them, everything manifested in the heart of Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, and he wrote as Harinamamrita Vyakranam. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned what is the meaning of Champu, because he wrote Gopal Champu. What is the meaning of Champu? Champu means a book which is having Padya and Gadya. Padya means poetry, verses, all like Srimad Bhagavatam is all verses only. Sanskrit verses are there. Rupa Goswami Pad's Ujjwal Nilamani is also having all verses in it. Bhagavad Gita, all verses are there. But Champu means where sometime verses appears and sometime a conversation in Sanskrit itself. It's called Gadya. Prose. So where prose and verses both are there, that particular scripture is known as Champu. So in his Gopal Champu, he wrote in such a way that both things appeared there. Bahu Granth Varnan Karila, Guner Nahik Ant, Ki Kahibo Bhakti Tattva, Rakhilen Siddhant Koriya. Guner nahik ant. He is having unlimited qualities. He is having unlimited qualities. From each and every angle, there are 100,000 of qualities which manifested in his life. One very special thing what he has done, what is that? Nahik tahar sam ki kahibo bhakti tattva rakhi len siddhant koriya. Even though bhakti, this is the kingdom of bhav. But Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, knowing very well the condition of this material world people, what he did, this stream of pure bhakti, he kept it in such a way with solid siddhanta making on both the sides, so that nothing can get mixed into this pure stream of bhakti. Can say like there is a river, and if somebody builds walls on the both sides so that nothing dirty can come from any side. So in this way Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, Rupa Goswami Pad wrote Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Ujjwal Nilamani, all these scriptures, and in which all the bhav of a devotee for Krishna is been manifested. And Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, he built those two walls on the sides like Siddhanta in his Shad Sandarbhas, that nothing else from outside can come in and mix into this pure thought of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. Rakhilen Siddhanta Koriya. In this way, he established so many truths by which nobody can really bring any harm to the pure path. Sanataner daya jato tahava kahiba kato Shri Jiver Vairagya dekhiya. Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, he was able to attain the complete mercy of Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad also. Sanataner daya jato. Sanatana Goswami was very, very merciful to him. Taha ki kahibo kata. How much I can explain that how much Srila Sanatana Goswami was pleased with him. Shri Jiver Vairagya dekhiya. By seeing the Vairagya of Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, he was very pleased. Srila Maharaj mentioned what kind of Vairagya? Not external Vairagya, the real Vairagya. And what is that? Vishishte Param Purushe. His attachment for the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. That was his real Vairagya, and because of that, anything of this material world was completely insignificant for him. Vrindavane sabe sukhi, dekhiya judaye aankhi, Jeev Gosain Charitra Sudhir. Vrindavane sabe sukhi. All the devotees in Vrindavan, by seeing the conduct, by seeing the behavior, by seeing his wonderful approach to enter into the real path which Sriman Mahaprabhu wants to give, by seeing all his qualities, all the devotees of Vrindavan, they were very much pleased with him. Dekhiya judai aankhi. As soon as Srila Jiva Goswami Pad used to come into their vision, they used to feel that, oh, their eyes become successful today. Eyes used to become soothing itself automatically. Jeev Gosair Charitra Sudhir. The conduct, the life of Srila Jiva Goswami Pad was Sudhir. Srila Maharaj mentioned what is the meaning of Sudhir. Sudhir means a person whose mind is not fickle at all. A person whose mind is completely focused on the real subject matter, what he wants to achieve. So Srila Jiva Goswami's focus was completely on attaining the real prema of Radha and Krishna. So that's why he is called here Sudhir, that his mind was not fickle, his mind was completely fixed according to the words of his Guru, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. Je rupe bhajan kare, taha ke kahite pare, sada preme pulak sharir. Je rupe bhajan kare. The way he used to perform bhajan. Taha ke kahite pare. Who can explain this? Who is having that power, that who can explain his process, his way of performing bhajan? Sada preme pulak sharir. His body was always decorated with all the symptoms of prema. So many different symptoms used to manifest on his body. Srila Maharaj at this point started mentioning that sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti and prema bhakti. There are 3 steps. In sadhana bhakti, what happens? Klesh Agni Shubhada. When one sincerely performs sadhana, according to the verdict of pure Mahajans, then what happens? Klesh Agni. All his sufferings goes away. Srila Maharaj mentions, what does it mean? That external suffering will not come? He says, no, this is not the meaning. What is the meaning? Any kind of suffering may come, but a sadhak will never ever get bewildered at all. His faith for his Guru, his faith for Bhagavan will increase more and more. He will be able to see that whatever is coming in front of me, that is the result of my own karma. And I don't want to entangle myself into more karmas for which I have to stay more away from Krishna. So he don't get more and more entangled into it. And his faith also never gets shaken. This is the meaning of Klesh Agni. Shubhada. He is able to see each and everything, whatever comes in his life as auspicious. Srila Maharaj mentions, is this any need to, like if something auspicious will happen in my life, then I will be able to see it. But then if something is not auspicious, how I will be able to see it? Then Srila Maharaj mentions, if you really perform good sadhana, then what will happen? This thing automatically will come in your life. That's why in 64 limbs of bhakti, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad mentions one thing, that tat kripa avalokanam, that what you have to do all the time, does not matter whatever is coming in your life, you have to see as that particular thing as the mercy of Lord. This is also a limb of bhakti. So in the stage of sadhana, one becomes more and more fixed into this thing, that whatever comes in his life, he is able to see that this is coming, why? It will definitely bring auspiciousness in my life. In this way he sees. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned second thing about Bhava Bhakti. What happens in the stage of Bhava Bhakti? Klesh Agni Shubhada, Moksha Laguta Krita and Sudurlabha. 2 leaves again manifest, appears. Moksha Laguta Krita. That a person on the stage of Bhava, he is able to realize completely that mukti, liberation, is completely insignificant. In front of bhakti, performing bhakti, even in the stage when a person is having anarthas, is much more superior than a person who attains mukti. He is able to realize this in the stage of bhav. Moksha laguta krita. Moksha becomes very insignificant for him. And sudurlabha. Bhakti is very rare to attain. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned this verse from Bhagavatam, that Jnanata Sulabha Mukti, that one can understand very clearly that by attaining knowledge, Jnanata Sulabha Mukti, by attaining knowledge of this like Jiva Brahmekya Napara, Jiva and Brahma is one, Mayavad philosophy, by understanding all these things, one may attain mukti, Sayujya Mukti, Jnanata Sulabha Mukti. He may get it, he may attain it, and he may attain, what's the next line? Jnanata Sulabha Mukti. Bhukti Yagya Adi Punyatai. One can attain bhukti, worldly objects of sense enjoyment. One can attain by performing many kind of yagyas. What happens by performing yagyas? One attains accumulates many sukritis, punya, not sukriti, punya, pious deeds, and by the result of that he can attain bhukti, so many sense objects. But Shreya sadhan sahasraika, Hari bhakti sudurlabha. But if one performs, one observes or performs 100 and 1,000 of limbs of bhakti, but still it is difficult to attain real bhakti. Hari bhakti sudurlabha. Then he realizes this more and more and more. On his stage, on this stage, he really wants to enter into prema. That's why he feels like that. Hari bhakti sudurlabha. And then Srila Maharaj, because he was speaking about Jiva Goswami Pada, that how Srila Jiva Goswami's body was always decorated with many symptoms of prema. And then Srila Maharaj mentions what happens in the stage of prema, that Sudurlabh Sandranand Visheshatma Shri Krishna Akarshani Chasa. Sandranand Visheshatma. At that time he is able to realize, relish that prem which is condensed, which is very very condensed, like Srila Maharaj mentions that it is like sugar candy. First one gets juice from sugar cane, and then from sugar cane juice it turns into jaggery, and then from jaggery it turns into sugar, and then afterward the next process is sugar candy. So Srila Maharaj mentions that even though juice which comes out from sugar cane, that is also juice, as well as the if you take sugar candy into your mouth, immediately that also is juice. You can taste the juice, but still the shape of these two things are completely different form. Sugar candy is solid and sugar cane juice is liquid. So when a person reaches into the stage of prema, then his love for the Lord is so condensed that externally one may even feel that he does not have any prem in his heart. But still he is having so much prema in his heart that one cannot even realize, one cannot even understand if he is not on a higher stage. So that's why Srila Maharaj means Chandranand Visheshatma. At that time he is relishing a very condensed form of love. Sandranand Visheshatma Shri Krishna Akarshani Chasa. And his bhakti is having so much power that there is no need for him to go and search for Krishna. Instead, Krishna comes and gives his darshan and gives his association to this devotee. Srila Maharaj mentions many times about Vasudev Vipra, who was leopard in South India. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared in front of him and then embraced him, and by his embrace the disease also gone away. So at that time Srila Maharaj mentions, because this Vipra, this Brahmin, he was having prema bhakti, that's why Mahaprabhu came to him. There was no need for him to go to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu appeared in front of him. So in this way Srila Maharaj mentioned that Jiva Goswami Pada, he manifested such kind of prema in his life that his body was always decorated with many symptoms of love. Tears started flowing from his eyes. Sometimes his hair stand at end. Sometimes his choke, his throat, his voice choked. All these symptoms used to manifest in his body. Brajpure ei mate rahe ullas chitte ke bujibe tahar ashay. In this way he was staying in Braj under the guidance of his Guru Padma, without knowing anything of this material world, completely absorbed in accepting what was coming from his Guru. Brajpure ei mate rahe ullas chitte. He was always very very happy. He did not know anything else of this material world. Ke bujibe tahar ashay. how and what he was relishing in his heart, what was he aiming for, it is not easily possible to know about by anybody. Dui Gosain Adarshane. But then again, in his life, a time came that Srila Rupa Goswami Pad as well as Srila Sanatan Goswami Pad, they disappeared from this world. Du Gosain Adarshane. Je Viraha Bhelo Mane Taha Kahi Var Yogya Nahi. The kind of separation he felt in his life, Taha Kahi Var Yogya Nahi, that is not possible to explain into words. One does not matter how much one can explain, but still one cannot realize it, one cannot understand it. Srila Maharaj mentioned at this place that Viraha and Shok, these two words, Viraha means separation, Shok means also separation. But Viraha, Viraha is used for those personalities who deal with transcendence. And Shok means a person who is dealing only with material things. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned Shok of this material world is temporary. Can say like Srila Maharaj mentioned, a mother, if somehow she lost her son, then what happens? She don't want to eat, she don't want to drink, she don't want to speak with anybody, she don't want to take dress, nice dress. She does not like anything, always crying, crying and crying. Whatever comes in front of her, like her son's clothes, shoes or anything, immediately by seeing this, she starts crying. By seeing the friend of her son, she starts crying. But what happens? After 1 year, 2 years, this Mataji again becomes pregnant, and then she slowly, she starts teaching herself that, oh, I should not lament for other son, the one who has left. Why? Otherwise it will be having negative effect on the body of my new son, new baby. Then slowly, when this child takes birth, then she forgets completely about the son who left the body and always happy with this son. And then if somebody by chance, after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, if somebody wants to raise the point that, oh, that son which you had, which you lost, he was very beautiful or something like that, if they want to raise the topic even, she immediately mentions, oh, what is the need to speak about him anymore? He did not belong to me. He left wherever he is. So it is better, why we have to feel pain by remembering him? Just don't speak about him. So this is the symptom of material shok. Whereas Srila Maharaj mentioned about Viraha. What is the situation? That thing does not go away at all. Does not matter how many new things introduced in one's life. But still, wherever he has really attained something very solid about the Lord, that attachment does not matter how much one tries. Any other person tries that this person must forget, but that person never forgets. If there is some transcendental relationship, that will always be giving more and more remembrance of that person. And one remembers, one more comes in contact with, he feels more and more fortunate. And wants to continue crying, wants to cry more, wants to remember more. In this way he wants to pass his life. So in this way Srila Maharaj mentioned the kind of Viraha Jiva Goswami Pad was feeling for Sanatan Goswami Pad, for Rupa Goswami Pad. I cannot explain in the words. Dharanite lotaiya. Sometime he rolls on the ground. Kandai akul hayya. Without any worry, he cries in such a loud way that even the stones, they feel pain by seeing his pain. This kind of pain came in his life. Futkar karai anukshan. Futkar Karai means he is calling out the names, remembering his Lord, remembering Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami in such a way that there is nothing which can give any kind of peacefulness, solace to him. There is nothing at all. Ha Chaitanya Mor Pran. The words manifest from his mouth. Ha Chaitanya Mor Pran. Oh, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are my life. Tell me how I can now live in this world. What I can do. Prabhu Nityananda Ram. Oh Lord Nityananda, where are you? Where are you? Kotha Prabhu Roop Sanatan. Oh my Prabhus, Roop Sanatan, where are you? Where you have gone? Why you have left me? Dhara bahe dunayane na chahe kar pane. In this way tears always flow from his eyes. Na chahe kar pane. He is unable to see anybody. He does not want to see anybody also. Chitte ati asthir haila. His mind was always thinking about these two personalities, and he was unable to fix his mind on anything else except crying and remembering them. One time, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, what happened? Ratre Prabhu Roop Asi, Swapane Dila Kache Bosi. One day, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, who is Nitya Tattva, he manifested in the dream of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada. And in the dream, he sat with him. Tabe kichu dukh samvarila. He gave him many instructions, pacified him. In this way, tabe kichu dukh samvarila. From that day onward, little pain gone away. Sei din Srinivas, on the next following morning, what happened? Srila Srinivasacharya came to him. Sei din Srinivas aila Shri Jiva Pas, tare dekhi harsh haila mane. Now Srila Srinivasacharya Prabhu came. That was the first day when he came to him and started asking that, oh, how I can live in Vrindavan. What kind of instructions you got from your Guru Pad Padma? I want to learn all those things. Can you please teach me? With this intention he approached, and Srila Jiva Goswami Pad started revealing many things to him. By seeing him, by hearing his words, his sincere inquiry, Srila Jiva Goswami Pad's mind became little peaceful. Narottam tar pare asiya milila tare jeev sange sadai dujan. After some days, Srila Narottam Das Thakur also arrived in Braj, and he also took shelter of Srila Jiva Goswami Pad first. And in this way, Srila Srinivasacharya Prabhu and Srila Narottam Das Thakur, both of them started staying with Srila Jiva Goswami Pad. Premeru Swarup Dohe Dekhiya Anande Rahe. Both these devotees, they were also very, very special. For Srila Jiva Goswami, they manifested in such a way that Srila Jiva Goswami saw them as the embodiment of prema, that they are embodiment of prema. So in this way, they were living with him, and Srila Jiva Goswami Pad very happily Bhakti Granth Pathaye Sadaye. Whatever scriptures he attained from Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Sanatana Goswami Pad, and the one he wrote himself, he started teaching them in sequence. Radha Krishna Leela Jato Sei Rasse Mahamat Ar Kichu Mane Nahi Bhai. He was always completely enchanted in remembering, in reciting the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and his mind did not want it to talk, think or speak about anything else. Sada Govindera Seva Paripati Jane Keba Jaichan Piriti Nahi Sima. When he used to speak about Radha and Krishna, when he used to speak the process of serving them, the particular way how Brajavasis, how the gopis, they serve Radha and Krishna, the way he used to speak about these things to Srila Srinivasacharya Prabhu Narottam Das Thakur, it was so unparalleled that there was no limit of becoming astonished that, oh, really, that's the way, with these intentions we have to do. This happens in Braj, that's the way they serve Krishna. So all these things were giving more and more astonishment to the devotees, those who were hearing. Yadi hai laksh mukh tathapi na hai sukh ki kahibo jiveru mahima. Now Srila Narahari Sarkar, he is mentioning that yadi hai laksh mukh, even if I attain 1 lakh mouth and I continuously speak about the glories of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada, but still I will not be happy. I will be still feeling distress in my heart that why I am having only 1 lakh mouth. Such is the glory of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada. Ki kahibo jiveru mahima. What I can speak about his glories. Srila Maharaj at this place mentioned this verse, Tunde Tandavani Vitnute, that how Srimati Radhika or Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami Pada wrote this verse, which emanated first from the mouth of Srimati Radharani, that as soon as I hear the name of Krishna, I desire that I can attain 100,000 of years. As soon as this name appears manifest on my tongue, I want to attain 100,000 of tongues. So in the same way, whatever happens about Lord, Srila Gurudev used to say that first everything will happen for Guru. So in the same way, Narahari Sarkar is speaking about Srila Jiva Goswami Pad as a devotee that, oh, I want to glorify him so much so that I desire for many mouths. Even if I am having 1 lakh mouth, I attain, still I will not be happy. Such is the glory of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada. Patit adham jane kari kripa nij gune yatane prem bhakti kare dan. Who is Srila Jiva Goswami Pada? Patit adham jane. There are 2 adjectives which are being used for jivas here. Jivas means living entities here. So he is saying patit adham jane. Patit. Srila Maharaj mentioned what is the meaning of patit. A person who does not get any taste in serving the lotus feet of Krishna and always want to become happy by enjoying his own senses. That person is known as fallen, patit. And who is adham? Then Srila Maharaj mentioned adham means a person on whose tongue the name of Krishna never manifests. He is known as adham. So Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, he was such a merciful personality that patit adham jane, those who are fallen, those personalities, those people on whose tongue name was never manifesting, kripa kari nij gune, he became merciful to them also. And because of his mercy, what happened? Yatane prem bhakti kare dan. He was gradually training them with great patience, bringing them from very low level to that level where they can even attain prema bhakti. Ar ki kahibo gun. How many qualities I can speak about him? Shunya pashandagan anayase paye paritran. If somebody, even though a person who may be pashandi means who is having no faith in Lord as well as devotees, who is completely atheist, if he hears, gives his oral reception to hear the glories of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada, then what will happen? Anayase paye paritran. Even he will be delivered if he hears carefully. Nar hari dase kahe tarao he mahashay padi achi bhav sindhu maje. Now Srila Narahari Sarkar, he is praying at the lotus feet of Jiva Goswami Pada that, oh Prabhu, you can please deliver me. I am suffering in the ocean of material nations. He pamare kari daya, deho more pad chaya. Please give me shelter at your lotus feet. Tabe se dayalu naam saje. Then and only then, your name, that oh Vaishnava Thakur, you are very merciful, Dayar Sagar, will be befitting to you, not otherwise. This is my earnest prayer at your lotus feet. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned, if you do that, then and only then my life will be successful. Otherwise, there is no meaning of keeping up my life. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
There's one important point in the last. It's telling Pashandi, and there's one more category of person who accept the Lord but not the devotee. For him there is no scope.
No, Srila Maharaj mentioned that Pashandi can get deliverance. Pashandi can get deliverance, but then there is another word which is called Bhanda. He cannot. But because my mind is running now like Maharaj's time, that's why I just... The main point which was there, we have described that. Hare Krishna.